three coming. Look, behind him, look, there's 3 bucks coming in. This is now getting spectacular. This is absolutely phenomenal. Right, yeah. Big boy's coming back into the fight again. This little fella. So those 2 are off fighting. He's coming in. Let's just see if he stops. Whoa! And the rut is on. It is absolutely on. They are on fire tonight.
I'm not enjoying the sticks.
You don't like the sticks? Don't worry about the sticks. Just worry about the bugs. That is one of the problems you can encounter. You start calling, and then we had 4 bucks coming all at the same time, and where they were all coming at the same time, they were just like scrabbling around. You're trying to identify each buck. If it had just been 1 buck, it would have literally just come, bowling right into us. But obviously you saw them start to come, and then that was it, because they were just intent on fighting. And
you know which one to go.
And just seeing the other bucks off their territories. Okay, we've got a doe and a buck out there. So let's just see if they come. You'll never, ever, ever, ever see that many bucks coming in like that again. I mean, that was just
crazy.
Mad.
Just see them everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, in all the years I've been playing with Roebucks, I mean, we've had some phenomenal responses, but just to see that much activity, we've had a little bit of sparring, we've had chasing, we've had fighting. I think it would have absolutely destroyed Carlos if we'd just taken him out for in his first buck had been something good, because he would have never ever beaten it. So.
You're not spoiling him, or you're being like a proper parent.
No, exactly. We're looking after him. No, I've got to be nice to him, because he has promised me a huge access when we go to Argentina. So I've got to find him a decent buck now.
Carlos,
we'll find a representative. we start from the bottom. Yeah, as you said, we need to learn first.
Sorry, say again. See?
Don't worry.
No, slow. English.
What he tried to do was put it on camera, and therefore there was no going back, Carlos. So it's just a way of him trying to seal the deal. So I'm glad you came back quickly.
And we really, really look after him in Argentina. And when the pigs, the tucks are too big, I will probably, yeah, too dangerous for you. We'll go for the little ones.
Well, exactly.
first.
I mean, I'm a fat wobbly bloke. I don't want to be playing with big pigs. I might fall over.
I know it was an amazing experience. It's just
That's
crazy.
phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, I never expected so many.
No, I mean that was
bucks
beautiful.
running around, and I've seen a lot of videos, and this is my first time. So, thank you very much. I very much appreciate this.
Well, no, as I say, we'll try and get you a decent one now.
Definitely the steaks were not my favourite.
Pardon?
The steaks, not my favourite.
No, you were struggling on those,
I
weren't you?
was.
Again, once you practiced on them, they're phenomenal, but it does take a little bit of practice. Unfortunately, the shot was back and a little bit high. That's why he dropped, because we probably just clipped the spine there. So he dropped on the spot and was finished. But obviously, we'd always want the shot to be further forward. But unfortunately, just as Carlos took up the pressure on the trigger to take the shot, you could just see the deer move forward, and it's amazing, you know, how much that will have an effect. Yeah, just sit down, sit down, sit down. Here he comes. To the left, David. Come. Look at Carlos. What's that, 5 yards? Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, just come on. I was hoping that we were just going to get him out, but he wanted to stay in the cover there, but yeah, it's just beautiful, isn't it? When he was coming up, I could see that he was a really, really nice young buck, very good potential. Definitely not one to take. We've got a lot of poorer bucks here that we're going to take out. I was desperately just trying to get him to come that last yard, just so he would come out into the open. But I'm pleased he didn't spook anyway. He was just a bit like, not quite sure. Unfortunately, I couldn't go any further back. If I'd been able to crawl through this hedge, I would have been able to get him out. Just move the call back, but it wasn't to be on this one. But when you can get a deer to come up to within 5 yards of you, and he wasn't fussed, he stood there for a good minute and a half. It's just always fascinating and beautiful to watch them. I mean, obviously I've got deer at home. I'm privileged that I get to see deer close up all the time. But yeah, when you can call a wild deer in like that and just admire it and watch it, it really is just absolutely stunning. You know, people talk about trophy hunting being terrible, or obviously not the hunting community, but the general perception and the labelling for trophy hunting is very poor. Whereas in reality, trophy hunting creates the very best habitats and creates the very best animals and creates habitats that are absolutely perfect for them to thrive in. So yes, that animal in 5-6 years' time will potentially be a trophy, and once he's past his best, we will take him. But he's passed his genetics on. We've got the young generations coming on. Once they get to their best, it's a very steep decline. So from a management perspective and from an ethical perspective, once a deer starts to get older, obviously their teeth wear down, so they're unable to feed, they're unable to keep the weight on for winter, and they can end up starving to death, or they end up on the peripheries of territories and getting run over. So the whole idea of keeping your age balances and taking the older animals once they've reached their prime and gone past their prime is all part of the management. But as an aside, you get the older trophies as an asset, which then brings in money to the estate that allows you to rent estates and then keep those estates in pristine condition to allow a thriving population, and that is the same the world over. So that doesn't matter whether you're talking about trophy hunting and trophy management and habitat and wildlife management over here in Africa or anywhere else in the world. It's exactly the same principles, and the only thing it does is benefit the animals.